Yes, I give me a moment and we will start. Okay. Okay, so you can go, Shivangi.
Okay, okay. Hi, everybody. Good evening. A very warm welcome to all of you to another segment of our webinar, which is Change of Season Care for Elderly. Why we choose this topic? Because we can see that the temperature are rising day by day, and the older people, in fact, every people in general, are now more prone towards these disease. The effect of the season is like 56, 50, 55 Celsius are coming on, so yeah, that's why we choose this topic to talk about and get ourselves more aware about this topic so that we can see what we can do for our elderly and other people as well. So, without further ado, let's dive into the introduction of this topic. These extreme weathers are more dangerous for the older people, as you can see. Hotter days can be cause difficulty in the body's ability to regulate its temperature. This can be very challenging for the older adults who typically do not adjust as well as other to sudden temperature changes. Sometimes it really get confusing for older people as well because they have so many diseases because of old days, because of the changes in seasons. It's supposed to be warm, but sometimes it gets very cold. Sometimes it get very uh, humidity for them, and they get confused within themselves. Ki what should we do? Sometimes
Sorry.
it's okay. That happens. Don't worry
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah.
So yeah, it quite confused for ourselves as well. But older elderly people, our grandparents, our mom and dad, are more prone towards this extreme weather dangerous, especially in the Delhi metro cities, where we can see that in the March and February, the temperature have hit 44, 40 degrees right now.
Yeah.
And additionally, older adults are more likely to have chronic medical condition that affect the body response to temperature and to take prescription medicine that alter the body's ability to control temperature or sweat health. So many people, olders, as I've said, that they're uh, more prone towards the disease because they have already pre-existing disease like diabetes, high blood pressure, or God forbid, they also sometimes have Alzheimer, dementia, Parkinson. So all these medicine already alter their body temperature.
Right.
So now we coming towards the factor that put these older adults at the great risk may include health problems such as cardiovascular, lung or kidney disease. I've seen many patient of ours who lives in Delhi and have chronic lung disease, cancer disease, are on in the in and out of the hospital because of these one, and also the change of weather, like they can't adjust with the one time they're feeling cold, one time they're feeling extremely hot too, and that
Yeah,
also
because in Delhi, in every 3 months, the weather is changing, so you're not able to adapt to it.
exactly,
Yeah.
and they are not used to this. They
Yeah.
used to like having a regular uh, summer, then spring, summer, then rainy season.
Yeah.
But right now in rainy season there's spring, in spring there is summer, there's summer,
Yeah.
then winter.
Yeah, yeah, it's a little confusing. I think over the time period from the past 5 to 10 years, I think it's difficult for us also and for them because they're already going through so many ailments and they're taking medications. They have grown weak because of the age and all the other factors. So it becomes very difficult to adapt to such changes and that too so frequently. So any person would fall sick or any person would get irritated as well because we also feel the same because I am traveling daily, so I also feel agitated at times. And why is it so cold at times? Why is it so dusty outside? So yeah, it affects your health, mood, everything.
Exactly. I mean, imagine yourself standing under the sun for 15 to 20 minutes and anybody would get agitated
Yeah,
when
exactly. Right.
Yeah, I mean it happens to best of us.
Yeah, yeah, it will. I think it will happen to anybody of any age in the
Yeah.
coming time who is living in North India, especially
Hmm.
in just 1 month or so, because summers have almost started now.
They are upon us. We're not almost. They are upon us since February.
Yeah, yeah. The time we are traveling in metros or we are in autos, it is still fine. But time walking, yeah, it becomes difficult. There is no air conditioning or ventilation around, so yeah, it becomes difficult.
Exactly. And in the old days, most people have their changes in skin. They become very thin.
Yeah,
So yeah, that cause because of the obviously because of the normal aging, but it
yeah,
also another factor that put them into the danger of extremely
yeah.
heat season.
True.
If they're living in the city, metro city of Delhi, Mumbai, where
Hmm.
the air pollution is extremely high. There is no
Yeah.
satisfactory AQI here at all.
Right. Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that also pre-existing illnesses that causes weakness, fever, cold, flu. Like in summer as well, as soon as the summer started, people started having cold, flu. I mean,
Yeah.
we're supposed to have these in winter season,
Yeah.
but
I
yeah,
think every change of weather, either we are switching from winters to summers, or
yeah,
we are switching from some summers to rainy season, or is it autumn to winter? Everybody is falling sick. Everybody is coughing, sneezing. I don't know what is happening. So
exactly, because they have very low capacity of lung as well because of
yeah,
this whole air pollution cities right now.
correct.
Their lungs are not capable of having a
Yeah,
good
because
filter.
we don't have good healthy lungs anymore. So yeah, that is one drawback. So yes. So moving on to what you were saying earlier. Can you like finish it off?
Yeah, I was just about to finish about the an illnesses that causes the weakness and result into fever, cold,
Yeah.
and flu among the older
Hmm.
people
Yes.
because of the pre-existing illnesses as well. And the
Right.
next, yeah. So the next
So
sector we are going to take about the drugs also. They
yes.
diuretics,
Yeah.
sedatives,
Hmm.
tranquilizer, and
Hmm.
some other heart and high blood pressures, as I've told you earlier, that
Yeah.
because of these prescription medicine, that also causes the body temperature frequently up and down, and
Yeah.
will another factor for being
Yes.
the dangerous
Yeah.
risk in the
No,
high.
I think I have personally seen this with my parents as well and my grandparents living around that
Definitely.
if I'm taking a medication, so yeah, it is always prescribed. It is always there, na, that the warning is there that you might feel this or you might feel nauseated or something like that. But
Mm-hmm.
it might not affect us because we are young and we are able to handle it better than their bodies. So but I have seen it with my parents that they sometimes get very irritated. They sometimes might feel very dehydrated as well, because there are some medications that will make you feel dizzy or that will make you feel thirsty a lot, so you have to drink a lot of water. Then that becomes a problem from them because they will have to use the washroom regularly, they might have to run. So yeah, it is like a loop that is happening, that you're taking medications, you have to be on time for that because you cannot skip your medications. And then if you're taking the medications, there will be side effects because we all know that they are, their bodies are
And the
not that strong.
and the irony is, as they get older, they won't gonna listen to us. If I
Yeah,
ask them
yeah,
to drink
yeah.
more water,
Yes,
they
yes.
their only reason is I have to go washroom every other time, like
Yeah,
minute.
so there is this thing that I think the seniors we work with, you must have also heard it, that I
Yeah,
don't prefer to drink water because I have to go to the washroom, and that will create another problem. Either their kidneys will get affected, or they might faint, or they might feel dizzy. So yeah, that is a problem that you have to be mindful of everything, your diet, your water intake, and especially during change of weathers. Like it is summers now, you have to keep yourself, you have to be in a ventilated area, you have to be in a cooler area, you have to keep yourself hydrated. But most
exactly.
seniors, they avoid drinking fluids because they have to rush to the washroom and they don't want to
Yeah,
fall
they
or
don't feel any
yeah.
thirsty. I'm not
Yes,
thirsty. I'm not drinking it.
yes, exactly. They don't find it that it is needed for the organs to work well and their mind and heart to operate well and not to be under pressure. But yeah, it I think it must have occurred with everybody once or twice in their course of work that were dealing with the seniors, that somebody must have fallen ill because of not keeping themselves hydrated. So yeah, that is
Yeah.
one thing.
So many my own seniors have seen they have gotten the disease of UTI. They
Yeah,
have
yes, this is very
become
common. And females,
dehydrated.
yeah, yeah, it happens with older females a lot, and it becomes very
Yeah.
difficult to flush that out of the body. It takes months sometimes, and it is very, very dangerous as well, because it can create other infections, fevers, and it can weaken your body over time. So yeah, that is also one thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just wanted to add this only, that taking your meds is important, but yeah, to be regular with your meds, you have to be regular with your diet, your fluid intake, and to also be aware that what kind of a temperature you have around. If it is a cooler weather, you keep yourself warm appropriately, and if it is a hotter weather, you keep yourself cool accordingly. It should not be like that, I am not feeling this, I will not do this. It should be according to the environment.
We should be aware that right now in this season, having a cooler or having a air purifier is not a luxury anymore. It's become a
It is a
need.
necessity.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a
necessity.
necessity in our
Yes,
lives right now.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
So like it is like you have water, you have food, you have shelter, you need to have a purified air as well. So yes, it is important. So for seniors and children especially, we are just moving towards that phase. So yeah, we are still able to deal with it, maybe not for a long period of time, but yeah, still they should be under more precautions than we are. Then
Yeah.
I have seen that there are adverse effects of some prescriptions as well, and to which I feel that I think today itself, I'll share this example very quick. Today itself, it happened that one of my seniors, she was complaining that she has been feeling that her weight is increasing. Maybe because of the meds, maybe because of her age. It could be a combined reason. So she was a
Mm-hmm.
little concerned. So I told her that it is fine, you are aging, so things happen. You cannot like control everything. Everything is not in your control. So yeah, you can have a healthy weight, you should try and maintain, but you cannot like obsess about it. If you're underweight or if you're getting a little overweight, you should not obsess about it and keep on popping pills or keep on like alterating your diet or whatever you are eating through or your activities, because that is also going to be very harmful. So that is one thing. You maintain your diet and weight, but yeah, be mindful that it should not put pressure on you as well. So that is one thing I have seen a lot of people when they're taking meds, or whenever the weather is changing. So because winters may I have seen a lot of people put on weight. Garmi,
Mm-hmm.
when it is summers over there, so people will be like more exposed, the skin is more exposed, so they feel that, oh, now we are not wearing so many clothes, so it is
Exactly.
visible. So yeah, that becomes a problem as well.
That whole gimmick of having those summer
Yes,
body in
yes,
any age group.
yes, yeah. And females mainly, they are very conscious about the image they have, bodily image. So yes, that is one thing. And yes, how can I forget caffeinated drinks or these energy drinks and alcoholic beverages? They are the most dangerous thing to do, especially in a weather that is very hot, because you are already dehydrating yourself because of the sun around, and these drinks, they dehydrate your body internally. So that is
Mm-hmm.
going to be more problematic. You'll feel dizzy, you'll feel nauseated, and you will crave for more sugar afterwards. So that will be a problem, and it will rise up your insulin levels, your glucose levels. So that happens. I have seen a lot of people going through this. Okay, we'll take a soda or something, and then they crave for more and more and more. So yeah, that
Yeah.
happens.
Instead of
So
having any water or electrolytes, they're
yeah.
more prone towards
Yes,
the
yeah, that is
energy.
what they don't understand, that when they are doing this energy drink or any beverage that has caffeine or alcohol in it, that they don't
Mm-hmm.
understand the fact is they're disrupting their electrolyte imbalance, and that is
Mm-hmm.
what I think causes a major heart rate disturbances. It can lead to a pressure on the heart, or it can even disrupt your BP. It can lead to your brain damage or something, if in it is done in extreme levels.
Mm-hmm.
So not in moderation, but yeah, extreme levels. because somebody
Yes,
who's old and who is already suffering from something, they're not mindful of everything. You have to be careful of that you manage everything. So yeah, that is one thing. And
exactly. Another factor which I would like to add over here that in older people, many times, many times they, if they're bedridden and they are depend on other attendant or other caretakers, sometimes happen that they don't get enough water
water,
intake.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah. So if they're having food, they get one glass of water in a day or three glass water a day because they can't
they
demand that
cannot
I,
verbally tell
yeah,
you. Yeah,
verbally say that I'm thirsty right now, give me a water. And if they like denying good, I'm not thirsty, don't give it to me. So what happens is people only give them when they are having meals, like
yeah,
lunch,
right
breakfast,
after
or
the meals or
that's it.
something like that. Yeah,
Yeah, and because they can't empathize what the other person is feeling, they won't able to give the hydration at the good interval timing. So what
yeah,
happens is dehydration is coming up, and the person will end up in the hospital.
yes,
And,
exactly. Yeah,
and
this
very
happens,
this
very
happens
often because
very
the person is not able to tell you verbally. So how are they going to tell that I'm falling sick because of this simple thing that you're not giving me basic simple water? So that is
yeah.
important. Water is very essential to be we are not asking you to give them fancy drinks or something like that, but at least water or coconut water or lemon water you can give throughout the day. I think that
Mm.
is one basic thing every household would have throughout the
Uh,
summers. You
the
can do that.
better way to manage it is just to put a reminder of every 20 minutes that give
Yeah,
water to the
I
person, give
think
water to
there
the
are a lot
person.
of apps also these days that remind you to
Yeah.
keep on drinking water. I have used it once
Even
in my life.
I
So
have
yeah,
to give my hats off to the Gen Z's generation that they have this whole bucket of Slurpee. I don't know what
yeah,
it's called,
they
but
have this huge bottle. It will be marked
yeah,
with times that you have to drink this much water by this time. So yeah, we can use it with seniors as well, so everybody would be aware. If the attendants are not paying attention to it, anybody in the family, anybody around can pay attention that this person has drank this much water by this time, so we can do
mm-hmm.
this also. So yeah, that is also a good idea, easy and manageable, and anybody could handle that. So
Yeah. So
yes,
let's dive
so
into our another
yes.
segment
Yes.
of heat-related
So, yes,
illnesses.
being hydrated is the key for the next coming 3 4 months.
Drink,
So,
drink, drink.
everybody, please
I'm
keep
saying
yourself
to drink
cool.
water.
Have a lot of lemonade, coconut water, whatever you feel like. And please avoid sugar. Cut down your
Yeah.
sugar, please. Yeah.
So as we have already discussed over here that these heat-related illnesses most causing heat syncope, which is sudden dizziness that can
Yeah.
happen when you are active in the hot weather. We
Yeah.
have seen the heat dizziness in our school assembly, like smaller kids get
Hmm.
immediately sent
Yeah.
to nurse because they feel
Yeah,
dizziness
Indian
happening.
households, I think they become very loud. People fight during summers a lot because we cook every single meal at home, and it becomes very exhausting for the person who is cooking in the kitchen. Yeah.
Hmm.
So yes.
Yeah, yeah. So, how to cope with the heat syncope is rest in a cool place, put your legs up, drink water to relieve the dizzy feeling, and
Yeah.
to remind our grandparents and all the seniors that please, 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 if you're having any headache, any dizziness, is just go back into the house,
Yeah.
put on
Lie
temperature,
down.
yeah, lie down and keep the AC on, keep the surrounding
Fan.
clean, put
Yeah.
your legs up and drink lots of fluids.
And
Like,
please reach out to people around you. Just don't wait that, oh, it was nothing, so
yeah,
we felt we should not bother you or things like that. If
and
anybody comes across a situation like this, please do tell your parents or your seniors, anybody, that please tell it, because it's better to be like better to be aware of things pre-hand than to be late and regret later. So yeah.
many seniors, especially male seniors, they keep comparing their older age with the younger age. So,
Yeah.
like I'm taking my own father example that he
Yeah.
keep telling me, why are you getting tired? Why are you getting dizzy? I was in the sun 12 hours a day. I felt nothing.
Yeah, so the weather is changing. It is global warming. We cannot do anything about it. We are trying to help you and ourselves as well.
Yeah.
So yes,
And right now, that guy doesn't move from one place to another because there's too much heat.
yes, I know. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a daily life thing that I also go through with seniors around, parents, friends, parents, everybody around who's older than me. So yeah, that is one common thing.
yeah, another one is the heat cramps. So we often see that people are complaining about painful lightning spasm of muscles in their stomach, arms, legs, back pain. So yeah,
Right.
they So this is another one illnesses that happens during this extreme heat season, and how
Yeah.
we can cope with it to stop the physical activity. Do not put so much physical exertion on yourself. Rest in the shade or cool place, cool building. Keep the surrounding, keep your house cool as well. Drink
Hmm.
plenty of fluids as usual, such as water, sport drink containing electrolytes, not
Right.
the energy Red Bull or anything. Anything else?
No sugar drinks. We are strictly against sugar drinks. Everyone, please, yes, no sugar drinks.
Yeah. If you feel sugary, have a good.
Yeah,
Then,
or honey also you can take.
yeah, yeah, we can have honey also.
Yeah,
And then another one, the heat stroke. I
yeah.
think this is common in every age group right now. The way people are keep falling under the sun
Hmm.
because of the heat stroke is a medical emergency in which the body's temperature rises above 104 degrees.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Well, it'll be very funny if I share this. It has happened to me while I was very young. So I wanted to play with everybody, and it was peak summers, and it was I think June, July, and I went upstairs on the terrace alone just because nobody was playing with me, and I was stupid that I could not understand that this was no time to play, and I came down and I just fainted in front of my mother, and she was like, "What the hell happened?" So yeah, I have been through that, so I know. So whenever anybody is going out, I would say just keep an umbrella. It is not a very big thing to carry. Just keep a water bottle with you. You don't have to go and buy water bottles. You can carry one with you, and one umbrella, please. In the summer, that is
Exactly.
very
And
important,
if you're having heat stroke like indoor in your own
because
house,
it
then
can
have a
be
cool
deadly
shower.
if not
A
treated
cold
on
shower
time.
would be very best thing to do when you're having a heat stroke.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Because it
Second,
can be deadly, because I have heard that somebody who is not getting the treatments, if it is through heat or something, if your temperature or your bp shoots up to a very high level, so it can lead to heart attacks or brain attacks or something, and you cannot do anything after that. So it can be like very mild to you, that it is heat only, everybody is going through, people are working and everything, but some people are sensitive, they cannot handle it, so you have to be mindful of your own body or people around you who cannot handle themselves on their own, so you have to be cautious about it. So yes, that is
exactly.
one thing.
I mean, every person actually deserve an friend or caregiver in
Yeah,
case that person is very workaholic and can't
right,
able to keep their own health in check. So
right.
then you should have someone who can
Yeah,
they rely upon and who can check into them, and you yourself go and see the doctor every 1 month or 2 months and
yeah,
see what's going
I
on
think
with.
every second month is fine. Yeah, that
Yeah,
is fine.
exactly.
Yeah.
So that
Okay.
would bring us to
Yeah,
another topic of heat edema,
yeah.
which is sweating in your ankles and feet when you get very hot.
Yes.
We have seen a lot because I'm still having sweaty hands right
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
Maybe because of the
Especially,
heat
I
of
think whenever we are holding any electronic devices or we are holding
yeah.
something while we are
Mhm.
traveling or we are doing something, yeah, because this weather, it is going to raise temperatures, so that is what is going to happen. If the
Mhm.
area is not ventilated well, if the fan is not working, or look, if the fan is not on or the air conditioning is not on, so yeah, that will be more prevalent to happen, that you will sweat from areas that get more heat dissipated. So yeah, that
Yeah.
happens.
And they get the swelling also in your ankles and feet
Yeah.
get very hot. So
Yes.
the how to cope with it is to put your legs up and help reduce swelling. And
Yeah.
another way is to put your feet in the water for a 15 to 20 minutes. So it will
Yeah,
also help to reduce the swelling and reduce the pain if you have any.
yeah,
And if it doesn't work, also you can just go and see the doctor, because
yes.
it's not something that we can just brush under the carpet.
Right, totally.
Yeah.
I agree with you because there are some people because of the weight also, like somebody who has put on a little weight, so it becomes difficult if they're standing or walking for a long time, and if it is
Mhm.
it is like a high temperature outside, so the blood it gets collected in your legs and your feet, so they swell up very badly and it pains for a very long time. So it's important that seniors should be aware of this, people who are living with them or anybody who's helping them around, that they elevate their feet, put a footrest or something or a pillow when they're resting or something like that, so it will like calm their nerves down, if
Because
it
it's
is a
all about
temporary
the
thing.
whole physical activity. Once you
Yeah,
have a swollen feet, you won't able to walk around
right,
and everything
exactly,
to
it'll be
move.
uncomfortable.
Very uncomfortable, yeah.
Yeah.
So another
Okay.
one is the heat rash, so
Yeah.
which is a skin
So
irritation from the heavy sweating.
right. So I think with heat rash, we have seen a lot of people, considering that the point you were saying that we live in Delhi and it is very polluted over here. So yeah, heat irritations and skin irritations are very common these weathers, and in the coming 2 months it will be too much because the heat will make you dehydrated, your skin will become very dry, it can be chapped, it can have like minor cracks or something, can lead to infections with people who are at bed rest or people who have a very sensitive skin or are going through any kind of a skin problem or something like that. So yeah, you have to be mindful that you keep the area clean, you keep it uh, powdered, or you put the creams or ointments the doctors have prescribed, and you keep the room cool, things like that are to be done.
Mhm.
Hydration, cool air, your powders and everything, you take your baths regularly, so that is one thing you can avoid heat rash on skin irritations, things like that.
And the types of clothes we also needs to wear
Yeah,
during festival
cotton
season.
breathable clothes. Yes,
Khadi and cotton, I think this is the go-to fabrics that person should have in
especially
their
with
wardrobe.
seniors because they become
Exactly.
very sensitive when they age,
Because
especially.
in the old days, because they have very change in the skin, their
Yeah,
skin is very
right.
thin and
Yes. So
heavy.
the materials that have various kinds of fabric in it, it irritates their skin. They sometimes get rashes or hives also. So I have
Yeah.
seen this. I think you must have also seen this with seniors. So it is very common and it becomes very difficult then because the body will be red, there'll be rashes around, and it doesn't tone down very naturally or
Mhm.
easily.
And God forbid if they have a high diabetes in
Yeah. Yeah.
insulin level,
It
so
aggravates everything. Yes.
aggravates everywhere. Yeah.
Yes.
So keep the
So
dermatologist in check also.
yes, one yes, important thing. And then there is heat exhaustion. So if you are going out, if you are working, or if you are working out, or any kind of physical activity you are doing, your seniors are doing, people around you are doing, it is always important that you keep yourself hydrated. That is what we are continuously telling you, keep
Yeah.
yourself hydrated, surroundings cool, clean as well, because
With
it can
quick
lead to
habits of
infections.
cooking.
And
Yeah,
yeah,
first.
sometimes what happens is that if the weather is becoming more hot day by day, let's suppose I think we reach to 50 degrees in summers. So yeah,
Hmm.
it is exhausting obviously, and it can lead to a heat stroke because you are out, you are moving, you are not hydrating yourself, you are walking, let's suppose somebody is walking, or you're taking your senior to a hospital appointment or something like that, and you are not feeding them proper water or any drink or something, and it is hot outside, you do not even have an umbrella or something like that, you're sitting in the cab for a half an hour or something, it gets heated up, everything gets heated up. So you don't know, it might lead to a heat stroke or something, it can put pressure on your
Exactly.
other organs as well. So
This
it's
reason,
better to keep things with you in your bag ready. It should not be like that we'll get it from the market or something like that. An umbrella, water bottle is enough, I think. It is very basic and everybody can carry that for themselves and for the people they are around working with. So
mhm.
And last thing is, this is, I think this is very common that I have seen a lot of people complain is whenever they are going out, they'll say that the skin is getting very sensitive to touch. They're not able to wash their face because it hurts or it burns or something like that. And to what I keep on adding is, please, can you use a sunscreen? Can you use a sunscreen? And they'll say that it becomes very oily, sticky, and we don't like the feel or look. But it is saving you from the harsh sun outside. It is
Very
saving your skin from getting cancer also, because UV rays are very deadly. It's not just the heat, the rays are also very damaging to the skin, your brain, your body, everything. So keep your umbrellas, clothing, keep yourself covered, light clothes. We are not saying to put on sweaters. So yeah, and please use a lot of sunscreens. You use sprays or whatever you feel like, but yeah, please use it, and
I think
lots of it.
gifting sunscreen would be the ideal
Yeah, we
idea.
can do that. It'll be a good
Every
thing that we
person
can
who born in this
think
heat.
of hypoallergenic ones, and we can give it to people that at least they'll use that particular bottle. So yeah. So yes, one good suggestion. Thank you, Shivangi.
Yeah. So
So
that would bring us to our comprehensive guide for
yes,
managing health this summer, which is obviously
as
prevention
we
is
were
better
saying,
than cure.
yes,
And we are
prevention.
keep saying, stay hydrated.
Yes, very
Keep,
important.
yeah,
Stay
keep that
hydrated. Yeah, I'll drink
bucket of
water to that.
water.
Mm.
Avoid excessive exposure to heat. Like if you have a job, so try to keep it before 10 and after 4, so
Yes,
that you also
if
keep
you
yourself.
can,
Yeah, if
if
you
you
can,
can,
obviously you
yeah.
can, and put the meeting in the staff.
And also, if you're traveling with your seniors or anybody around you,
So
so
keep that in
you,
under,
yeah,
yeah,
either
after the
try
four.
to take them in the evening when the sun is a little lighter, or just plan it accordingly that it is not the peak hours. Let's suppose between 12 to 3, I think it is very hot outside, so plan it otherwise, not between these hours specifically when the
Yeah,
temperature is rising. So like that.
and the ideal amount of water everybody should take, as we say, 8 to 10 glass of water.
Yeah,
And if you cannot
seniors at
drink
least 6,
something, yeah,
because
if
some
you cannot
people
drink
have BP
something,
issues and everything. So yeah,
huh,
at least
I'll
6
put that
glasses.
tumbler, that one big tumbler, keep it
Yeah,
with you. It's a 1 liter of tumbler, and
yes.
you can sip on it and can put some electrolyte powder in it.
Yeah. I was just looking at my bottle because people make fun of
Keep
me that
us,
why do
keep
I
us,
carry 1 liter water
please,
bottle with
Soda.
me?
Please,
So
Soda,
yeah,
motivate us, please.
yeah, this is a glass bottle that I carry. The glass bottle is itself heavy and it is 1 liter. So people make fun of me, my friends and everybody, that why do you keep so much of water with you? I'm like, because I don't want to buy water every time, and it might be possible that I'm in an area that I might not get water. So I have my bottle with me. At least it won't let me faint. So yeah, I'm happy about it.
Exactly. And along with the hydration, you also should maintain the balanced diet. Watery based fruits, so watermelon, cucumber.
Yes.
This should be
Yeah.
the
Summers we
ideal
are
food.
accessible to a lot of salad that has a lot of water content, and it's yum
Exactly.
as well. So we can have it, salads and everything, fruits.
Huh.
Yes.
Exactly. We can share the whole recipes of salad with all.
Yes. Yes, we can.
And we also ask them to exercise safely. Many senior who are into physical activity, they want to do the yoga and they want to go for walk. So that's a good thing, but they should also do this even in indoors or before 5 or 6 or 7 a.m. in the
Yeah.
morning.
When it's a
So
little
that's
cooler, you have a
cooler.
little shade
That's
on
fresh
you.
air actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Right.
And protection of the skin, obviously sunscreen. We can give the brand's name to them.
Yeah. Yeah. According to people's needs. Yeah, we
Yeah.
can. So you guys can contact us later. Anybody who wants to like know. So yeah, we'll be happy to help.
And keep an eye on the medication because yeah, keep these medicines which will confuse the body temperature of our seniors will frequently keep the change of frequency of body temperature. They might feel cold when it's very hot outside. They might feel very
Right.
hot when it's cooler inside. So
Yeah.
yeah, keep the
Because
eye on the
different
medication.
medications have different side effects. So
Yeah.
And
And
also I have seen that a lot of medications sometimes are to be kept inside the refrigerator to keep them cool, otherwise they'll go bad. So I have seen this, the injections and everything, they are always supposed to
yeah,
be
yeah,
kept.
talking about insulin, yeah, that
Yeah,
are supposed to be kept in the
the
refrigerator like,
refrigerator.
before
Yeah.
use. Yeah.
Yeah, so that is also one thing that you should be mindful, that if you are keeping your prescriptions and everything with you, not to take it for a very long time. Let's suppose you buy it for 6 months. No, don't do that, because it might expire or it might go bad because of the change of weather. So you keep it for a month or two or something, that you can regulate timely. And then, yeah, you have to be mindful of your medications and also the medical conditions you are going through, because people who have a heart issue or people who have a like arthritis, diabetes kinds of issues, they flare up with change of weathers.
Mm-hmm.
Summers may your bp can shoot up, winters may your bp can drop down. I have one senior that goes through this problem every change of season, so she will feel very nauseated and very heavy.
And heat rash won't
Yes,
go. Yeah.
yes, that happens, and I think it takes months to cure that heat rash. Either you're powdering or putting ointments or things like that. And people who are on bed rest, I have seen they get bed sores as well. So that is also one thing that heat can do. So you regulate it well, that you are providing air to every part of the body, and there is proper ventilation, not just in the room, also to the body parts and skin of the person who is at bed rest and not able to communicate well to you. So that is also one
Exactly.
important
Even
thing.
if you're putting ointments on it, but if you're putting that person on his backside,
Yes,
that won't gonna do any good to them. So
right,
you keep
exactly.
changing the bed position of that person so that
It
that
is
the
like I
whole.
am saying I have diabetes and I am having chocolates, candies, and all. I'm like, why is it not dropping down? So because I'm not doing anything about it. So that is why. So it
No,
is like that.
you're having your adapting medication but coated in a chocolate.
Yeah, right. That is a good example. Exactly. So I'm taking my meds on time, but with sugar. So wonderful. So, and yes, a lot of times I personally do this, that I avoid going out if it is very extreme cold, or if it is very extremely hot, and I prefer to tell everybody around that you should not go out because it is very extreme outside. And the dry weathers, either in winters or in summers, they become very difficult to manage, because you're not, sometimes I personally felt that you are not able to breathe when it becomes very dry outside. So if
Yeah.
there is no moisture in the air, so it becomes difficult. It leads to heaviness when you breathe. So you might feel that you're having respiratory issues, and it might even cause respiratory issues sometimes. So if you want to meet people, if you want to engage with people, try to schedule it either online via calls, video calls, or meet indoors. Don't just try and go for a walk, go to a park when it is like very windy, very cold, or very hot outside. Stay indoors, and once the weather is fine, you can go outside as well. So
Yeah,
that is one
exactly.
thing.
Many people who are into meditation or doing the breathing exercise, they do complain about having the breathing issue. They can't take the full, long breath at one
Yeah,
time.
that it is the cycle is not completing, that I'm
Yeah.
trying, but it is something is stuck when we
Mm-hmm.
are breathing. So yeah, that happens because of the pollution, because of the dryness. So I think a lot of time the doctors might say that you use a humidifier if it is getting very dehydrated around. So in winters it happens, so people feel a lot of shortness of breath. So they say that if there's no moisture in the air, so you use a humidifier or something like that, so you'll feel better. And I think it becomes difficult for people who have sinus issues, or who already have asthma or things like that, or people who have allergies while breathing. So yeah, it becomes difficult for them. And to very one a very important thing that I would want to add is safety measures, because I have seen seniors, they sometimes uh, let's suppose they have drank a lot of water or something like that, and they're going to the loo or something. So one good thing we can do is we can put bars in the area that they're going through, that we can be mindful that either they have their sticks on, walkers and everything. There should be bars to hold around the washroom, So if they need support, and there should be hand railings and everything, there should be like, we do child proofing, we can do
Mhm.
senior proofing as well, so they don't
Yeah.
get hurt. So yeah, similar to that, but for an
I
adult.
think it is a child proofing because as we by the word of Munshi Premchand, the old is the return of the childhood.
Yes, yeah, you're just a little bigger, a little wiser, but you behave like a child only. So yeah,
Yeah,
you
because
become very adamant like a
very,
child.
yeah, he
Yes.
got very
Yes,
good.
going through it daily. So yeah, let's not talk about it. So yes, and yes, we were talking about the prescriptions to be kept in climate appropriate locations. So to avoid that, you can always read whenever you are taking your medications, you're buying it, buy it for a month or so, or it's better to buy it for a monthly basis, and you keep it in a well equipped dry area, clean area, and regulated timely. And also, if we are like telling them to stay indoors, so they'll get bored eventually, because there's nothing to do much at home. So after the TV is done, or your food is done, everything is done, so what you can do is you can engage into activities like board games, or you can join clubs online. I think there are a lot of clubs online these days that people will go randomly to play games with random people online. You can play games whatever you like, chess or any kinds of game. So to keep
Mhm.
yourself occupied, there are newspapers. You can call your friends at home and you can do the activities with them at home. I'm not preferring to go outside, especially for the people who are under medications or are going through any ailment. It is specifically for them. Others, they can still, but yeah,
Yeah,
take
they
precautions.
can do the gardening like in the early morning or in the
Yeah,
evening, so
evening,
that
yes, preferable.
they
It's
can
a very
plan.
refreshing activity
Yeah,
as well, so
refreshing
soothing to the
activity.
mind.
They will create that whole scenario around them so that they
Yes.
can spend time over there
Yeah,
in their own
because once
garden.
you have sown a seed, you will be looking forward that it grows and you will take care of
Exactly.
it. So it'll be a process and you will keep yourself busy. So look for activities, gardening or cooking or anything that is comfortable to you indoors and is not very tedious to do. So that'll be one thing. And last is, as Shivangi said, limit your physical engagement. Don't do exercise even if you are feeling tired, or if you have pain, or if you have got temperature or high or low BP and you're like, no, I will not skip my exercise because I have to do it. So no, your body is asking you to rest, so you should rest. You should provide them nutrition and rest, and well, and once you are fine, you do whatever your yoga or exercise or gym you have to do for every age group appropriately. So that is what
Yeah,
we wanted to say.
like a conversation I was having with one of my seniors, she was saying that there's some people who willingly wake up around 4:30 and they
Yeah.
go to bed like 10 or 11. So I just asked her ki, our basic requirement is the proper sleep, proper food, and proper relationship. If these are better condition,
Mm,
then you
right.
can focus on other things like
Yes.
but if you are sleep deprived, you don't have balanced diet
Yeah.
or you don't have good relation, then all these things will be futile. It's not a
Yeah,
good thing.
because if you're not healthy physically, mentally, emotionally, what's the point of gaining anything else? Because you're not healthy in a
Mm-hmm.
way. It is going to show and affect your other things as well, whatever you're achieving. So it's better to sleep well to avoid these physical and mental and emotional problems, because sleep deprivation is a very major issue, that people become very cranky, very irritated. They're not able to focus well, cognitive
Exactly.
activities
What
and everything, they get
what
affected.
good would be there if you're waking up 4:30 and feel groggy
Yeah,
in
and
the
you're
middle of the
shouting at
day?
everybody for, I don't know, no reasons you have, and you're shouting at everybody. You're not hydrated, you're not eaten well, and you are feeling hungry or you're feeling thirsty, and you're shouting at people. Nobody is going to know that what is going on inside you. So you should first take care of yourself, or if
Mhm.
somebody is not able to like articulate well to you, so you be mindful, because you have been kept there to help them. So you have to like be aware that okay, I have to take care of myself and this person as well. So yeah,
Yeah.
so I am going to conclude this with, I think, three major points is: please keep yourself hydrated, your friends, family, your seniors, people you're working around, use sunscreen or shades or umbrellas, whatever you can, whenever you guys are stepping outside, because it is very dangerous to go out without these things. And also, yes, maintain your healthy diet and physical activities and medications. So yeah, that is what me and Shivangi wanted to convey to you. And we'll also try, if anybody comes to us for any help, we'll try to help them, and we'll also maintain all these things. So yeah.
Will sponsor a tumbler and the sunscreen.
Yes, yes. Sure. Yeah, I think we should do this. We can talk to the team and we should do this kind of a activity or something. It'll be nice. Everybody will like this. So
Yeah.
yes, we can.
Thank you so much,
So thank you
Fazil.
so much for joining, and thank you so much, Shivangi, for your insights. It was wonderful, and yeah, it brushed up. It kind of prepared me as well for the coming weather. So yeah, it is
Yeah.
going to be very irritating, I know. So yes, we can deal it well with water and everything. So yes, thank you
We
everyone. So we will look forward to meet you in the coming time with another interesting topic. So good night. Take care. Keep yourself
Bye.
hydrated. Bye bye.
Bye bye. Bye everybody. Yeah, I think we can.
Yes, just a second.